Gad.
Oh, Math Gad guys, welcome to today's video in which we're going to be solving easy, quick problems of two-step inequalities. So let's begin. Now guys, the first thing you have to remember about solving two-step inequalities is that you want to isolate the variable, right? So you want the letter that you are given in a problem alone. You want to isolate it. Whatever is adding, right, to your variable, you're going to move it to the other side by subtracting and vice versa. Also, whenever something is multiplying your variable, you're going to move it to the other side dividing. If you have something dividing your variable, you're going to move it to the other side multiplying, right? The only thing that you have to remember with inequalities, different to equations, is actually that if you multiply or divide by a negative number, the sign of the inequality is going to be reversed, right? So if you have minus x is higher than 5, and then you divide by -1, so x is lower than 5 divided by -1. So x is going to be lower than -5. Now that is what happens whenever we divide by a negative number, guys. Remember that. Okay, so in this case, we have -4 divided by 3x is lower than -8. So this 3 right here is going to be dividing, and this 4 right here is going to be multiplying, so we can just pass them to the other side. But we have to be very careful because in this case, this 4/3 that is multiplying x is actually negative. So whenever we pass it multiplying or dividing to the other side, depending on how you see it, you actually have to change the sign of the negative, right? So x is going to be higher than -8, right, divided by -4 divided by 3. Because we changed the sign because we're dividing by a negative number. So x is higher than -8 multiplied by -3 divided by 4, right, which is the reverse. So x is actually going to be higher than negative times negative is going to be positive. 8 divided by 4 is 2, and 2 times 3 is going to be 6. So in this case, x is higher than 6. They are not asking us to graph, so we're not going to do so this time. What about minus 2.25y is less than y minus 61.75? Okay, so in this case, we have minus 2.25y, and then we have y again here. So what we can do is that we can move y to the left side. So minus 2.25y minus y is less or lower than minus 61.75. Okay? Now, because we have minus 2.25 minus y, that is going to give us a value of minus 3.25y. Because you guys have to remember that this is a 1 that we have here. And because they have the same sign, we have to add them. That is going to be lower than minus 61.75. And yet again, because this minus 3.25 is multiplying, we have to pass it dividing. But because we are dividing by a negative number, we have to reverse the sign of the inequality, right? So in this case, we have to say that y is actually going to be higher than 61.75 divided by negative 3.25, which is going to give us a value of 19. So in this case, y is going to be higher than 19. Let's get working or tackling the next one. Okay, so the next problem we have 149.76 is higher or equal to minus 19.2x. Now in this case, yet again, we have a negative number, right? Because this negative number is multiplying the x, we actually have to pass it to the other side dividing. And when we pass it dividing, we have to change the sign because we're dividing by a negative number. So 149.76 divided by negative 19.2 is going to be lower or equal to x, right? And now after we do that, we have to know that we are passing the number dividing. And that is going to be an answer of negative 7.8 is going to be lower than x, lower or equal than x, which is the same thing as saying that x is higher or equal to minus 7.8. And that is pretty much it for today, guys. So make sure you practice, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.
Check out these other videos to improve your math skills, and make sure you click that subscribe button to make the community grow. Follow ohmathgad in its social media accounts, drop a like, a comment below, and see you on the next one. Bye!